Hello everyone, I'm Elakkiya, Assistant Professor at the Department of Management Studies in JJ College of Engineering and Technology. Today the topic is global entry, that is various modes of entry into international market. So why global entry? Entering global market, it is a decision for any business doing their business in a domestic market to extend their business beyond their domestic boundaries into international markets. While entering into global market, you can get access to new resources of scale, that is the cost advantages you have while doing an international business, diversification of risk, you can get access to various resources, you can better respond to global competition, and you can internationalize your brand. The modes of entry, there are various modes of entry into global market, and the first one is exporting, that is it involves producing your goods or services in one country and then you're selling them into another country. The types of exporting includes direct exporting, and the other one is indirect exporting. If the company sells their products to customers without any intermediaries, then it is called as direct exporting. And if any intermediaries involved in the exporting process, it is called as indirect exporting. That intermediary might be an export house or a trading company which helps in the exporting process. And the next one is licensing. It is a contractual agreement where a company, that is a licensor, permits a foreign company to use their intellectual property like their brand name, patent, or trademark for a free or royalty to a licensee. And the next one is franchising. It is a business model where a franchisor grants the rights to a foreign firm to operate its brand name, products, and business in exchange for a fee or royalty. That is, the franchisor they grant their rights to a franchisee. So now what is the difference between licensing and franchising? In licensing, the permission is granted only to use their intellectual property, whereas in case of franchising, permission is granted to operate their entire business. McDonald's, KFC, and Domino's, these are examples of franchising, whereas Microsoft is an example of licensing, where Microsoft they licenses its software to computer manufacturers around the world. And the next one is contract manufacturing. It is a strategy where a company outsources the production of its goods to a foreign manufacturer. This foreign manufacturer, they manufacture the product according to the specifications provided to them, while this original company, they retain their brand ownership and they will do the marketing and other distribution process. For example, Apple Inc. contracts Foxconn to manufacture their iPhones. And the next one is turnkey operations. It refers to the mode of international market entry strategy where a company designs, builds, and they fully do other process, and they'll hand it over to the client, which is ready for immediate operations. This is actually common in infrastructure, oil and gas, construction, and other large-scale manufacturing process. This foreign company, they will do all planning, construction, and give training, and sometimes they even start the initial operations. The next one is management contract. It is a market entry strategy where a company provides managerial expertise, technical knowledge, and operational services to a foreign company for a fee without owning the business. Next one is joint venture. It is a strategic alliance where two or more companies they form a newly joined they form a newly jointly owned business entity to operate a business. For example, Maruti Suzuki, it is a joint venture between Maruti Udyog Limited from India and Suzuki Motor Corporation from Japan. Next one is strategic alliance. It is a formal agreement between two companies. They work together collaboratively for a specific project and with a specific objectives. These partners, they share their resources, risk, and rewards. But they do not form any new entity like joint ventures. In joint venture, the difference between a strategic alliance and joint venture is in joint venture, the two companies form together and they form a separate legal entity. Whereas in case of strategic alliance, they do not form any legal entity. They just collaboratively work together for a specific project with specific objectives. And the next one is merger. It is Where two or more companies they join together and they form a single entity to expand their operations. For example, Vodafone and Idea, they both join together and then they form VI. Acquisition. It is it is Acquisition refers to the control interest or taking entire ownership of an existing foreign company by another company. For example, Google acquired YouTube and Zomato acquired Uber Eats a few years back. And the next one is wholly owned subsidiary. It is a foreign company that is fully owned and controlled by another parent company in another country. For example, Nestle India Limited is a wholly owned subsidiary of Nestle. The last one is assembly operations. It involves import of components or partially manufactured goods into a foreign country where they are assembled into final product before sale. These are the various modes of entry into foreign markets. Thank you. You can share your feedback on this mail ID.